Hey people, Intro here, 3v3, Kata and Purification Plant, blue team. Kata is a Chaos Lord, a durable and destructive hero. Walking through objects cannot be suppressed, powerful offense and disruption, fighting in melee alongside. Sinister is a Lord Commissar, strong offense and support, fighting in melee begins with a refractor shield, can shoot his own fellas in the head too. And rounding off this team, aZmodai as a Force Commander, very strong offense, fighting in melee combat, can also tank, disrupt and support. Some good old Ultramarines. Red team, Reprobate is a Warp Spider Exarch, a teleporting hero fighting in ranged combat by default. Great for capping and harassing, some powerful control. There he goes, teleporting. Alongside SchmusOperator as a Commando knob, an infiltrating hero that shoots you, stabs you and blows you up. Orky style, begins with a twin link shooter, sneaking around the mid to see what's going on. And rounding off the teams, Push as an Apothecary, support hero fighting in melee combat by default. Begins with a heal and a passive health regeneration aura. They're on the east side against the Chaos Lord, although Chaos Lord is rotating mid here. Shmuz calls the 2 and Push responds, so it's going to be a 2v2 fight in the mid. On the west side though, 1v1, Force Commanders got ahead of their army and isolated themselves somewhat. They've gone in a bit early here. They did get a good battle cry that affected their Marines and stuff, but they're staying in here way too long. I think they're going to go down. Force Commander falls in the first engagement. Triple Guardian DPS with the Warp Spiders as well. The Warp Spiders DPS. Back to the mid. Chaos Lords found some Sluggers to fight, who are in turn fighting Chaos Space Marines. Sluggers are dealt with. Gonna see a stomp here. There we go. Shuts down those Tactical Marines for now. Stun Bomb was a little bit long. Gets one of them. They should be able to get at least one of these Chaos Space Marine models down, I think, with Daka. There we go. Oh, 2 down. Now, Shmuz did lose several Orks, and those guys cost like 22 requisition and 27 to reinforce, I think. 22 for Sluggers, 27 for Shooters. But those CSM was 66 each, so probably kind of even by the end of it. Lord Commissar chasing down the Apothecary. Does have some energy to throw up the shield if they need so. Oh, here we see Reprobate rotating mid a bit to help out, but it has found a wall of lasguns and an angry Lord Commissar. Warp Spider Exarch shows up. There's a stomp. Reprobate did push forward and decap this wreck point. I'm not sure if they bashed that node and it got rebuilt or something. They have some rangers up, so lots of ranged firepower for Reprobate. They should probably get heavy gauge for the Force Commander and grenades for the Guardians, because they're going to be facing an assault squad. They could just grab some Howling Banshees, I suppose. Maybe try to bait the Force Commander into getting the Chainsword and Storm Shield against this, and then grab some Banshees. Meanwhile, Rangers with their long rifles getting shots in. Sluggers with burners and big shooters on the shooter boys. Those Marines get away. Assault squad jumping in. That's a bad jump. Sluggers are right here with their burners, which are power weapons, and there's lots of Daka and Eldar sniping. But as is often their way, the assault squad do not drop a model. They do not care. Over on the east side, some pressure from Kata against natural power of the red team. We have some Noise Marines up. These guys armed by default with a Sonic Blaster, which does that. Good damage against infantry. Area of effect also shuts down ranged attacks and is very good at taking out generators, shaking them apart. Is what they're trying to do here, but they are getting shut down by Devastators with Vengeance rounds. Oh, the Sentinel's gone down. I bet it was those Devastators. You can see the remains of here. Lord Commissar, halfway through level 1. Chaos Lord. Oh, Chaos Lord is down. Did the Chaos Lord revive both of those guys and then go down? I think they did. Oh, we do see Chainsword and Storm Shield. It's going to be great against Reprobates, Triple Guardians and Rangers, but if they can get some Banshees up now, maybe they can punish that. Since they'd be less likely to get a Thunderhammer if they've already purchased a weapon war gear, and defend doesn't help you against melee attacks. Here comes... Oh, improved targeters first. I thought we'd see heavy gauge first. Seems to be kind of the meta build for warp spiders these days in 3v3. Get improved targeters and get the heavy gauge death spinner. Raptors on the field for Kata. Push with a 1-1-1 build. Got an assault squad of their own, look. Gonna meet some heretics in melee heretics with an aspiring champion. Oh, they just run past them to try and murder some scouts. One scout gets away and it's the sergeant. Knows what he's doing, I guess. Tactical Marines do not drop a model. The assault squad with a good jump there that might have saved the model because the Raptors were in retreat path. Raptors not so lucky. Oh, they get away with 2. That's not too bad. That was a purification right heel. CSM down to a single model, but I think they're going to be okay. Cacophony goes off. Assault squad still hanging out. Now the heretics trying to get away. Can they jump again? They can't jump again. So it looks like the aspiring champion will make it out. And here's some orcs to help. Suppressing the noise marines. Gonna need to run, fellas. There you go. Can they get this power down? It's going to be tough with only assault marines and shooter boys. Oh, double shooter boys. And a bunch more orcs. Maybe they can do it. Well-timed push here by Schmooz. Just as Kata was starting to lose this fight, they show up, make sure they lose the fight, and now they're on the power. Over on the west side, it's 2v1 against Reprobate. But the guards want to back in off. They do have some Catachan Devils Sinister. And tier 2 start to pop in. What do we have here? Oh, we do have heavy gauge. And we do have battle equipment for all 3 guardians, so grenades could meet those assault marines. Power was fully bashed. The node is still capped though. Dark Halo Chaos Lord with Harness of Rage. And of course that Harness of Rage will support the Raptors if they're close enough on hit. Because those guys need energy to jump. Chaos Lord does get away. Soaked up a lot of damage there. Big fight on the east side at end of tier 1. Stick bombs on the field for the Commando knob. Level 2 already, this fella. Attritions with their awesome disruption, of course. Grenades being faked out by scouts. And the guardsmen dodge it. There's always been a lot of discussion about whether you should be able to throw grenades at your feet and stuff to mess up melee units and that kind of thing. I think if they allow that, they should not allow grenades to be cancelled. Some abilities you can cancel, some you can't. I think that should be consistent. If you commit to a grenade, you should have to commit to it. That's what I think. Power sword on the field for the Lord Commissar. Well, then I think it's totally fine if you can chuck grenades at short range. As long as you can't keep faking it out and stopping a melee squad from ever engaging, you know. Ogrin's on the way for Sinister, so maybe some Aura of Discipline as well. You know, got to keep those Ogrins in line. Reprobate with some Warp Spiders on the way. They could get double Warp Spiders up quickly with their Global, maybe. So you might see that. And that would be a huge amount of firepower. Oh, Push lost their Assault Squad. I completely missed that. And they now have double Devastators while I was rambling. Look, they're over here. What the heck happened? Something cool, I bet, which I completely missed. Apothecary now has a customized Stormbolter. Try and full auto the Chaos Lord, maybe. Need to run there, bud. Raptors coming in. But they had chained together 2 Devastators. And more Vengeance rounds. 443 to 384. Dreadnought on the way for aZmodai. Most likely with an assault cannon, and we do see double Warp Spiders for Reprobate. And there they go. Maybe that's playing into the hands of the Storm Shield here. Doubling down on ranged firepower. But it is a lot of it. It is a lot of it. Weird Boy on the way for Schmooz. Kata the last player to go tier 2. Heretics worshipping Khorne, trying to break out of their own power here. Flame attacks with a sergeant. Not sure why they got so close there. Maybe trying to tie up those noise marines, I guess. I mean, they got rid of them. And now they can power bash, maybe. But Raptors and the Chaos Lord have something to say about this. There's the Raptor jump into more Devastators, but I guess you kind of got to do the jump at some point. Chaos Lord coming in a little bit late. They timed this approach a little bit better, and so much of 3v3 play is about approaching fights well. It's such an important part of it. Chaos Lord goes down, got too close to these devs. You see, if the Chaos Lord was in a little bit of a better position when those Raptors jumped, they could have done better in that fight. Easier said than done, of course. Oh, double Ogrins for Sinister. But no Aura of Discipline. We do have Bionic Eye, though. And the Dreadnought does indeed have Assault Cannon. And that's bad news for Reprobate, although they could get double Haywires, and now they have Fire Dragons. Sluggers with their Knob Leader just got a decap on Contested Power, which has been fully populated here by Imperial Guard generators, it looks like. Blastmaster Noise Marines, these guys went for a little wonder. Good hit. I think they just need to run here. Push, or at least back off a bit. Well, they have heavy cover. And these guys are repositioning. On the west side, though, the assault squad of aZmodai, which is still alive. Grenades going in. One model down on the assault squad. There's the defend popping up. Stick bombs. Decent hit there. 443 to 310 on the VPs. 1-to-1 cap. West side. Oh, these guys are becoming Stone Guard veterans, so they can't cap. But the Force Commander will get on it, maybe. Maybe? Nope, they want to go get a wreck point, I suppose. Weird Boy with a Warp Vomit. I mean, it's a great tool to have against double Ogrins, isn't it? A Weird Boy. I bet they wish they could have two of them. Kata asking for a revive from Sinister. Since they're closest, I guess. I suppose aZmodai could run over there. Might be worth... Oh, they have Artificer and Sacred Standard. I was going to say, might be worth Force Commander grabbing Armor of Alacrity just to be able to sprint into the Eldar backline a bit more effectively. Force Commander runs, so there's going to be no defense support. Assault Cannon Barrage misses everything, I think. Apothecary is really low, needs to be careful. Lord Commissar goes down, so I guess the Chaos Lord isn't getting a revive anytime soon. Good foot of Gork from the Weird Boy. That's from that Warhead. Gives him a bunch of energy as well. The Weird Boy powers their energy up by being nearby other Orks that use their War, which is why they have so much energy, and their abilities cost so much energy because they have that unique kind of energy management mechanic. 443 to 274. Flash Gits on the way for SchmusOperator. Kata does take a risk going tier 3 here. As long as they can defend their power, though, it's not too much of a big deal, and they've grabbed the central power point, potentially. Push has got some Terminators up. Power Fists and Storm Bolters. They might be able to grab it, but I'm not sure for how long. Looks like SchmusOperator is going west side. These guys popping their Slaughter, which removes the cooldown of those bolt guns that's given to them by their aspiring champion. You can also draw melee weapons in that state, which is quite fun. Ogrins soaking up the damage. Some friendly fire on those sluggers. Assault squad jumping in. It's a good jump. Disrupted a lot of stuff there. Rocket launcher Kommando hunting down the Dreadnought now. There's crack shot on some Warp Spiders. Global ability of the Warp Spider Exarch giving them range and range damage. The Ogrins made it out. Well, one Ogrin did. And it's the Bonehead Leader. See, he's the smartest. These guys don't have a Bonehead Leader, so I don't know how they even know what they're doing. Sluggers are going to wipe. I don't know if that was intended by Schmooze. They might just want to get their tier 3 infantry rolling here with flash kits and maybe some commandos or something. Double haywires. And 2 is enough to completely shut down the movement of the Dreadnought, as well as obviously the weapons being down. There's your Stern Guard veterans. Those guys can change their ammo to combat all targets. They'll be using a lot of acid hellfire rounds against all this light infantry Eldar stuff. But maybe they'll run into some Marines as well from push. And the Fire Dragons are heavy infantry, I believe. 427, 272. West side swarming with red stuff. Are they going to push on the power? I mean, they have a lot. Maybe they should be pushing a bit more. There's advanced healing. So we might see this swap out for improved medical equipment later. Blue team still have that central power though, eh? They're trying to steal this eastern contested power as well with some Blastmaster Noise Marine guys. Here comes the Chaos Lord. Had enough of this guff with Lightning Claws now in. Tier 3 for aZmodai. Kata seems to be saving for a super unit, so we might see a Land Raider Phobos or a Great Unclean One coming in. There's tier 3 for Reprobate. Apothecary healing all this stuff up, and they're not focusing that guy down. Chaos Lord's having a grand old time though. Slicing through those tactical marines. The Harness of Rage powering the Dark Halo. Oberyn soaked up a lot of damage there. Chaos Lord still rampaging. Takes out the Commando knob. Levels to 3. Here come more flash kits. And Sinister does not have Aura of Discipline with double Oberyns. That is surprising. And with Marine allies as well. Bionic Eye could be really nasty though. There's the tier 3 for Reprobate. They may have queued something up here. Because they have no requisition. No, they didn't. I guess they were just reinforcing stuff. Assault Terminators hitting the field for aZmodai. These guys unique to the Force Commander. Thunderhammers and Storm Shields. They can crack anything to death. Vehicle, infantry, whatever. And there's a Warp Vomit. Terminators do not like being stunned. They can't retreat out of it. And Warp Vomits will be a great way to set up Flash Kit Blasters. And now they have double Flash Kits. And I imagine we're going to see triple Flash Kits soon. Unless they pivot into Commandos now. Librarian on the way for push. aZmodai should really get themselves a Librarian as well to support these Assault Terminators. Throwing Defend up. They're going to have huge resistance to piercing damage now. Piercing damage, for those that don't know, is the basic form of range damage in this game. Not to be confused with armor piercing PvP damage. These Flash Kits doing psychic damage though are doing huge amounts, because psychic does not care about your armor. Also these melter damage Fire Dragons doing huge amounts. Those Terminators. Rocks goes in. Global nuke for Orks. Terminators avoided the worst of it. Have they misjudged this though, aZmodai? So I think they've used their teleport. Warp Speeder Exarch has to run. I think they're going to be okay because they still have like, yeah, 700 hit points. So they judged it well in the end, aZmodai. Here's the CSM, no mark, but they do have their aspiring champion. Great Unclean One on the way for Kata. What is this? Scouts going for the VP, I think. And, oh, a push on the power by Sinister with one of their Ogryns. Not sure where the other fellas are. They are back at base, actually. Eldar flee from the angry Ogryns. I mean, they're like four times the size of them. I know words and how they work. Commando's back to his feet, getting a sneaky infiltration kit. Because he's not sneaky enough at the moment, apparently. 360 to 182. Oh, look at this. Scout's getting a full cap, I think. Well done, fellas. Kata doesn't seem bothered by this. Great Unclean One just stomping down the east side there. Attrichen's still alive, by the way. Level 3 and that. Doing some good work. Oh, Sinister. They just lost... Oh! They just lost some Ogryns. Looks like they were getting vision for this nuke for Kata. and just stuck around too long, or maybe they just wanted them to die to free up Pop. That's a hell of a thing to throw away for Pop, though. Not sure what that was about. But the Lord Commissar runs away, and Ogrins are down. Great Unclean One. Power Bashing, which is a strange use of your Great Unclean One, but there we go. Still the best model ever in an RTS. I mean, even the Great Unclean One from Total War Warhammer 3 I don't think is as good as that guy. Doesn't look as menacing as the Dawn of War 2 Great Unclean One. Assault Terminators. Oh, they got claws up. Stone Guardia are using Vengeance rounds for some reason. They should be using Truck and Bolts against the Commando. Or maybe Hellfire. All Squanners level 4. There's some Flash Kits doing their Flash Kit things. It is... Oh, it's not triple. Still double Flash Kits for SchmusOperator. Great Unclean One. Well, they bash the power. This guy can't get XP, of course. But they've got 6,000 hit points. They passively damage nearby enemies. Kata doesn't have any heretics, though, to worship the big fella. Sinister with a Stormlord on the way. aZmodai just got some Vanguard veterans in. And it is triple Flash Kits for SchmusOperator. There's some Nurgle Vomit. That guy had a really bad day. Last Master with some decent shots. You see there the blasters knocking down the Flash Kits as they fire them. So 10%, yeah, 10% chance for a Git to be knocked back. And did explosive damage around them. 294 to 182. Dreadnought still going for aZmodai. It's done some great work, actually. Oh, but is it going to last much longer as I say that? Push is sending their Terminators after it in melee. And they do have a Cyclone missile launcher. I guess they used it already. They've teleported away here. Because they are kind of scared of the Lightning Claw Terminators. As they should be. But there's enough firepower here now to get them to turn around. Here comes the Lord Commissar to help out. Just sprinting into the fray. Level 4, this guy. Doesn't afraid of anything. What is this? Oh, hey, they grabbed it. Kata grabbed the VP. Great Unclean One has taken a whole bunch of damage. Needs to waddle back to base. Kata is floating resources a lot. So you may see Terminators dropped in soon from them. Here comes a bunch of Eldar DPS. Raptors jump away from it. Stormtroopers now for Sinister. They only have a single Guardsman squad to repair this, and there's no other repair units on the blue team. Oh, here we go. aZmodai is getting some scouts. And a Terminator Force Commander appears, so maybe we'll see some more Lightning Claws or something. Just go full melee Space Marine build. Chaos Terminators are in, already taking a chunk of damage. There's that demoralization on kill there, lowering the damage you do and increasing the damage you take per stack. And it can stack up a lot. In fact, I don't know if there's a limit to how much it can stack. Here's your Stormlord then. Anti-infantry super heavy tank that can reinforce allies around it. Needs to be careful though, because we have Rocket Launcher Commando. Weird Boy can do anti-vehicle. There's double Haywires and a Fire Dragon. And there's these anti-vehicle Terminators as well. Needs a lot of support, this thing. I don't think you want it in the mid generally. You want it near the edge so it's harder to be hit from multiple angles. But they're keeping it in the mid for now. With a single Guardsman squad to repair it. These scouts, yeah, busy repairing the Dreadnought. And these scouts are busy capping this VP again. Chaos Lord's going to be upset. Don't upset him. There's that Vulcan Mega Bolter doing 100 Inferno PvP damage or whatever it is. It's nuts. Cyclone with some good hits, and there's an Eldritch Storm. Didn't put it in the middle, but they got some good hits. And this, I think this Stormlord is done for. Fire Dragons are there. Here come double Haywires. Yeah, it's down. And Push went in with some Power Fist melee as well. 226, 115. 155, sorry. Raptors jumping through. Just did their demonic strength. Oh, and then they've meet a rocket run. Well, that's some unfortunate friendly fire for those fellas. But they made it out, and those Vanguard veterans got hit by it too. Force Barrier Librarian. Doing Force Barrier things. Still no Librarian for aZmodai though, who support these guys. These Assault Terminators here. Yeah, we do see Lightning Claws on the Force Commander Terminator. Did I see that already? Maybe I saw that already. Mark of Khorne Chaos Space Marines level 4. That's going to be fun. Kind of a big melee vibe going on the blue team actually. With Ogryns up as well. Maybe we'll see some Bulgrins in tier 3 here. Great Unclean One. Gets double haywired. And now can't move. Why you do this to the Great Unclean One? Ogryns going in. Here comes some Mark of Khorne fellas. Well, that is a Rocks. And Terminators are right there. I think they just teleported in as well. CSM took some big hits. Terminators were okay-ish. Great Unclean One still going here. There's some good vomiting action. Flash kits will do a lot of damage to the big fella though. Needs to be careful. I think he's far enough away here. 226 to 137. I need a swig of water. There we go. More scout decapping. Push is doing a lot of work with this. It's really helping out their VP situation, and they need it because they are 100 or so behind the red team at the moment. Chaos Lord is down here. Terminators could do with some healing. Avatar of Cain on the way for Reprobate. SchmusOperator got some looters up. Did they cancel the third flash kits, or did they never get produced in the first place? Who knows? Certainly not me. Got some heretics up for Kata though, so they can worship the Great Unclean One. Lord Commissar, still no Aura of Discipline. Runs in. I think it would be so great. It does affect allies, right? Even if it doesn't, it would help out the Ogryns hugely. And it's passive. We don't need to worry about microing it or anything. Warp Vomit. Vanguard Veterans level 2 with their fist. Just toughing it out here. And they've got some good backup. Plasma Guardsmen, Catechins, Chaos Terminators. Fully upgraded Plasma Guardsmen, level 4 as well. Those guys are doing some damage. Red team getting pinned back here. Are we going to start to see the Eldar, the general Eldar fragility starting to become an issue? Oh, more Terminators for aZmodai. Oh, they didn't get Assault Terminators again. So much for full Space Marine melee time. Reprobate does have an avatar that can soak up a lot of damage and massively buff this nearby infantry, so that maybe that'll help them punch through. They need to be very careful of Lightning Claws though with the avatar. Avatar does not like Lightning Claws. Do you get a Seer Council here, knowing that the enemy has Lightning Claws? I think maybe you do actually. You use the mobility of the Seer Council to just avoid those guys, maybe drag them around a bit. So in this situation, you just like go and fight the Force Commander or something. Oh, he's got a Flamer now. Fire Dragon's barely getting out, but they'll be okay. These guys are a bit too far away to benefit from the Avatar's aura. Oh, they're getting kind of on the edge of it there. Those Devastators are going to wipe, are they? Nope. 25 hit points, 22 hit points, and they get away. 217 to 82. Red team all of a sudden really up against it, like 130 DPs behind. Oh hey, Sinister got a Stormblade. Looks like it's going mid again. They need to learn their lesson and take it to the western edge, because red team still have a bunch of anti-vehicle stuff. A huge amount of it actually. Lord Commissar goes down. Avatar, Wailing Doom. Stops the cap. There we go. Lightning Core Terminators down to 2 models. Still no Librarian for aZmodai. Maybe they just like resigned to being cautious with their Terminators instead of getting a Librarian, which allows you to be a bit more nuts. There's your Stormblade then with a Plasma Destroyer. Sorry, Plasma Blast Gun is what it's called. Leaves these massive ugly craters around, which I hate. Oh, there we go. Ouch. Guardsmen are gone. That's not good for the Stormblade. And now it's isolated a bit again. And it's showing rear armor. Is it even going to get away? Cyclone Missile Launcher. Wailing Doom. Looks like maybe it's okay. But they're going to need some more guardsmen to repair it. Assault Cannon Barrage. I mean, it was a barrage. Is this guy level 4? Yep, level 4 with Dark Age. That Dreadnought's been awesome. Flash Kit's doing Flash Kit things. 175 to 82 on the VPs. Land Raider Redeemer on the way for push now. That could be a massive deal for the red team. Really help them claw back some VPs. Fire Prism for Reprobate as well is a good shout. Help stop some caps and stuff. Not going to stop Terminators capping though. Look at the damage to that Great and King one from the triple Flash Kits. But one of them's backing off. Here come Lightning Core Terminators though. And some regular Terminators with the Heavy Flamer. Ouch. Those Flash Kits barely got away from that. It's a very quick Space Marine Alpha strike there. Avatar's still around. They're not going after him at the moment. And they're pumping out some good damage. This red team infantry. Warp Vomit. Went in a bit late. Couldn't stun those Terminators. Are they going to chase this guy? One hit would all it need. Oh, they're not chasing him. Trying to kill the Dreadnought now. Fire Prism is here. Could get some long range shooting done. 164 to 80. Land Raider is up. I assume it's going to come to the west side here. That's where push is positioned anyway. But maybe it will hang out in the mid. This will allow red team infantry to retreat back to this point and reinforce. It's a big deal in a team game. Gives you awesome field presence. The ultimate support vehicle. It's got some bloody good weaponry too. Vanguard veterans putting pressure on the Fire Prism with that Power Fist. Getting some good damage in. What level are those guys? Level 2. Toughed out that damage really well actually. Land Raider is indeed on the west side, but it's in a rather odd spot, being quite aggressive with it. How's that fella doing, that Stormblade? It's quite low. Terminators teleport out from push. Some Khorne worship over here. Not sure why, maybe just to help this fella get to the front line a bit faster. Lots of resources for Kata. They can't get and Land Raider Phobos because they have a Great and King one. They don't actually have the population to get much else, to be honest. They could throw a shrine up maybe on the west side for 5 pop. That's pretty good. I think that's worth doing. And they can drop a nuke. So can Sinister. And aZmodai is not far off dropping a nuke as well. 2-1 for the red team at the moment. aZmodai wants their team to get together and push. The Stormblade is still very low on hit points. Wrap to jump. Get some good suppression. Nurgle Vomit going in. Raptors need to be careful though. Kicking off here. Imperial Abyss on the Orks. It's decent. No, it's from the Chaos Lord, of course. I think the Dreadnought may be done for here. Taking las cannon shots as Angels of Death from the Apothecary. The Dreadnought does go down. Did so well. Here comes an orbital. Land Raider's going to need to move. And a rocket run in there. Nukes galore. 115 to 55 on the VPs. These double warp spiders have been awesome. And a rocks as well thrown in. Level 3 and level 3 on the warp spiders. I basically guarantee they're going to be level 4 by the time this game ends. These guys are almost level 4 already. The Stormblade is still around. Scouts of aZmodai trying to help with repairs there. But these guardsmen don't seem to be repairing. And there's another Eldritch. And I think the Stormblade is done for. Yeah. Down it goes. 2 super heavy tanks down for the blue team. It's hard to recover from that. We'll see how they can do here. Red team have full rosters and the Land Raider support. Blue team need to do what they're doing actually. Kata pushing mid. Need to try and drag the red team around. Flash kits die. Oh, a flash kit died, just the one that got pulled in. Shmuz has quad flash kits here. Chaos Lord, what are you up to, bud? There we go, turn around and murder. There's a kaboom. Which does some friendly fire. Does it do friendly fire or only friendly knockback? It says nearby foes. 115 to 17. 17 VPs, the red team. They need to be so careful about the VPs now. It's getting decapped. Vanguard veterans on it. Blue team are looking quite depleted though. Here comes a Lumen Russ for Sinister. If red team can stay focused, avoid nukes, I think they've got this. It's going to be close though. Down to 14 VPs, that is not very much. Look at this. What is this Chaos Lord doing? Does not give a crap about base turrets apparently. Eventually they are persuaded to leave. Imperial Abyss from Kata. Strange place to put it, I think. A great way to use your nukes in this situation is to use the Land Raider as nuke bait. Try to force a big retreat, which is easier said than done, and then you can nuke where the Land Raider is to nuke all those retreating units. Here comes aZmodai with their army of Terminators. They don't have much else, to be honest. They've got some Vanguard veterans. Teleporting in, that's risky. They can't teleport out now. And that's a lot of flash kits right there. And a warp vomit. Yeah, that was really risky. 86 to 14. Down goes the Lumen Russ. I think it's a bad idea to get vehicles. And as I say that, Kata is getting a Dreadnought. These guys going to be alright? Nope. Assault Terminator's down. It's a massive blob of infantry. I mean, do you get Manticores here? Could you even keep them safe if you did? Catechins are wiped. Kashyyykin with their grenade launchers would be helpful to bounce this stuff around, but so difficult for the blue team just to get the numbers they need to fight this. Land Raider sitting pretty on the west side. 60 to 14. Still a 2-1 for red. Dreadnought is indeed up. What is the plan here? Mark of Tzeentch for... No. It's Mark of Khorne. I thought maybe it was Mark of Tzeentch for Frenzied Barrage to suppress all the stuff, but they want to run that guy into melee apparently. Chaos Lord. Not happy about things getting revived over here. Level 7 Warp Spider with phase armor. They can use that just to hold things up and annoy it, rather than like making any big plays. As soon as things appear for here, just teleport in and phase it. Foul Snare. Librarian's dead, I think. Oh, that must have been the second Librarian as well. This is the third Librarian now. SchmusOperator says, what a game. Can the blue team do anything about this? Yeah, there we go. Do that. Just annoy these guys with some phase shifting. 20 to 14 on the VPs. Lots of firepower on that Dreadnought now. Here comes a rocket run though. That might have saved the Dreadnought. Maybe not, though. There's a Fire Prism still here and an Avatar. Dreadnought does go into Rage Boy mode, though. Down it goes. 12 to 14 on the VPs. Bloody close, eh? aZmodai is, I was going to say down to just Terminators, but they have perished. They have no units on the field. Sinister trying to get a Baneblade, just completing their collection of super heavy tanks, apparently. We have loads of them. Just send them in. Great Unclean One's going to go down. Oh, we might get a sync kill here. We did get a sync kill. Awesome. Stabbed through the chest and then through the mouth. He's still laughing, he's still loving it, and then explodes. Do you get the proper death explosion that damages and heals stuff when you do that sync kill, I wonder? 3 to 14. Awesome to get that sync kill at the end. Baneblade. I don't think he's going to make it there, bud. They just need to grab this. Although, we have Chaos Terminators over here. Kommando needs to use some kaboom. I don't know if they're paying attention, though. They might be having fun with their quad flash kits. Oh, they did it. Oh, but they didn't do it right. This guy stayed. Oh, and they stop it at 1 VP. They're actually going to tough this out and get a cap, I think. Look at that. 2 to 1 for blue. Anyhow, they can do this. No way. Terminators are wiped. There we go. There's the decap. So it looks like they're going to get a 0-7 victory here, the red team. Unless Stormtroopers going for it. Oh, they ran? You've got to try and get a cap, fellas, surely. There's the 2 to 1, and there is the victory for the red team. Hell of a game. Hell of a game. Awesome play from everyone. Level 9 Chaos Lord from Kata. Level 6 Lord Commissar down for Sinister. I wonder if they ever did get an accessory. Yeah, did Terminator Force Commander back up at the end. Looking fancy. Level 8 Warp Spider Exarch Reprobate was pretty effective on that west side. The 2 Warp Spiders were amazing. Level 7 Kommando. Lots of Orky shenanigans with quad flash kits doing work. 2 of them got level 4. And, oh, I can't select the Apothecary. It must be inside this Land Raider. Well, there you have it, guys. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this game. It's pretty awesome, I thought. Look at the bodies at the end here on the west side. And I'll see you guys next time.